Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a late Wednesday night video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Share this video all over the internet and tap that bell. Turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss a video. And YouTube gets some of my videos. I don't know. But tap that bell to get in the loop and you never miss an upload. That's all you gotta do, because you miss it, you're missing a lot. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I know you can see me from like here up, which sucks, but I don't want to stand. I don't want to sit on my stool because it hurts my ass. That's that. If you don't like me, can't see me, well, fuck you. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Wednesday night, June the 17th, 2020. Is it 20? I guess it is. June the 17th, 2020. Or if you're watching from somewhere else, it is now June the 18th, 2020. It is time for your late night AEW Dynamite review for June the 17th, 2020 from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. And chat room's open, so you can ask me anything about AEW tonight or anything in the world. But I'm trying to make it short and sweet because I'm not gonna probably do a long video. But we'll see what happens with that. I got an early day of work tomorrow, so got an afternoon shift. So that's a short afternoon shift. I'll be in and out of work. So, and then we can talk about NXT tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Talk about NXT, and then Friday we'll talk about SmackDown, and then we'll see what the weekend brings. If I do any videos on the weekend, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so the chat room is open, so just letting you know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, AEW Dynamite tonight was another great show as we were gearing up for Fyter Fest coming up in two weeks from, well, as of this recording, under 2 weeks from last night, or 2 weeks from tonight, whatever you want to call it. July the 1st, and then night 2, July the 8th. So about two weeks away from night 1, 3 weeks away from night 2. And like I said, it was a great show. We had a tag team title match between Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page taking on Nightmare Inc., Dustin Rhodes, and QT Marshall with the lovely Blendy Rhodes at ringside. We had Cody defending the TNT title against somebody interesting this time. Somebody from another company. No, not WWE. No, not NXT. Not CZW. Not New Japan. Somewhere in the States. Let's just put it that way. And then we heard from Taz, and then we heard from Moxley, John Moxley. Ahead of their you have Brian Cage and Moxley's match, I believe on night 1 or might be night 2. They haven't really announced. They haven't put out the card for night 1, but I think they will probably next week because this will be the go home show before. Next week, the week after Fyter Fest night 1. And then we got night 2 the week after, and then we start the road to All Out 3 in September. From Jacksonville, or it might be from Chicago. I don't know. I think it's going to be from Jacksonville because nothing's open right now. Nothing is open right now. I mean, New York City is open. Some businesses are open, but they're going to be going to phase 2 on Monday, which is pretty good. That means the hair salon's open, so that this fucking mane of hair gets cut right before my vacation. And I know the whole thing with Florida and Texas and California got a spike in the coronavirus. I mean, they got destroyed down there in Florida, like 2,800 new cases in Florida. So I'm playing Russian roulette with this fucking vacation. Do I want to go? Don't want to go? Do I let my girlfriend go alone? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm still going. I'm going down to Florida. And hopefully I come back safe and sound. I don't, have to quarantine myself for 2 weeks and lose pay, which will suck. Be home alone with no fucking sick time, and I can't take sick time because I have nothing there. Then I'll get yelled at from my freaking boss, like, why did you go down there? I was like, well, I needed a vacation. But you had to go down to Florida? So I'm playing Russian roulette, and I know a lot of my friends are telling me to be careful, take precautions. I'm like, duh. I'm not like I'm going anywhere in Florida. I'm not going out. I'm just gonna be with with my girlfriend and with my godson, a grandson, and that's basically all. That's basically gonna be it. I mean, we're not going out anywhere. The only place we're probably going out is the pool or maybe the park. That's probably all we're gonna do. But we're kind of debating when we're gonna go. We wanted to go in July, like the second weekend of July, going into like the July 11th to the 17th, and then come back. Well, come back on the 17th, and then go to work the next day. I'm thinking of doing that, or I go in August, and Rosa goes before then, goes for 2 weeks, which sucks. I don't know. I don't know what this vacation is going to be. I really don't know what we're going to do. I want to go now. I really want to go now. That way I can have the rest of July to work and get my money and get my vacation pay and all that other good shit. But if I go in August, it's right before my anniversary of work, so I'll be working 3 years at my new job. So I don't know. I want to go now, but I don't want to wait till August because then I'll have to work all through July and then don't have Rosa for 2 weeks, and then when she comes back, she's gonna have to quarantine herself on the couch or the bed, and then or I have to do that. So it's gonna be a fucking pain in the fucking ass. That's why I say fuck this virus. Because now Florida got round two, California got round two, Arizona got round two, Texas got round two, a bunch of other places got round two. New York is on the decrease, but then it could go back up at any moment. Having a lot of people in New York protesting. I don't know if the protesting is still going on. I haven't heard anything, but people outside of bars, they're still having parties of like 50 people, idiots. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, New York's gonna be in phase 2 on Monday, so that'll be nice. So hopefully we'll get to phase 3 by middle by. It's not gonna be by July 4th weekend, but I would say phase 3 probably sometime in mid-July, and then phase 4 will probably be in August. So probably by August, like mid-August. I mean, New York City would be reopened. Hopefully, nothing happens between now and August. Everything can reopen. We start getting back to normal. Still got to do this social distancing and wearing the mask. So that's going to be for a while until Cuomo's, until they say we can't wear masks anymore. So, and then we can, don't have to stand 6 feet apart anymore. But we're still going to be doing it for the next 2-3 years, most likely, because this thing's not going to end. It's like the plague. So it's not going to end. until we get a vaccine, which probably won't be coming until sometime in January 2021. Even though Britain, I read a story that Britain has a steroid that saved patients from near death. So I don't know how that's gonna work. If they can bring it over to the States, that'd be great. But I'm gonna get my flu shot probably in August anyway, so I just gotta find out when my job is the pharmacy is gonna be doing it. So, I have to go to my job. When you know what I mean. I have to go. I gotta find out when they giving the shots, and then when I have an off period, I go get the shot in my arm. And then probably get lightheaded and throw up because some with the flu, when I get the fucking injection, I get a big headache. I think I don't know. I'm all fucked up. That's all I gotta say. But that's enough about that bullshit. Let's get back to AEW. And like I said, it was a great show tonight, and lots of good things happening on the show. So we start off the night with match number 1 for the tag team titles. We had Nightmare Inc., the Natural Nightmares, I should say, Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall with the lovely Brandy Rhodes at ringside, taking on the champs Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. This was a great match. Great match to start the show. They had a mutual because of mutual respect for each other, and they counter flip each other, and Omega hits a chop, and then he goes for one wing angel, but Dustin countered. A little bit more counter wrestling back and forth. Omega hits a Hurricane Rana. Dustin fires back with one of his own, and at one point, when Kenny was in the corner, he flipped over and hit Dustin right in the head. Kind of a little messed up, but it was still okay. So Dustin was kind of lightheaded. He was like, I thought he had a concussion or something. But, he shook the cobwebs out and continued to fight. So we got Hangman Adam Page and QT Marshall tagged in. Page with a waist lock into a headlock on the ground. They go off the ropes. They trade strikes. Page takes control with some chops and some slaps. And then Page goes off the ropes, and QT Marshall hits a beautiful drop, duck the clothesline, kicks QT right in the head with a big boot. Omega comes in for a springboard control of QT Marshall, who comes back, floats over, and hits a suplex on Kenny, tags in Dustin, takes over and sends Omega to the turnbuckle. And QT tags in, a double side Russian leg sweep Kenny. QT gets a 2 count, and then he's a backbreaker for another near fall. As we see Britt Baker sending Tony Schiavone love notes. Yeah. You think, but she's secretly trying to Schiavone. And Tony's like 50 some odd years old, and Britt's like 20 something years old, 20 close to 30. I think she really likes that way, but maybe as a friendship way. Maybe Tony's in the friend zone, he can't get with her because Adam Cole will kick his ass. But it is what it is. While that's going on, they still work over Kenny, and Omega fights back. He counters a charge with a back elbow, locks in the control clutch, rolls over to tag in Adam Page. QT Marshall comes in, and Page comes in like a house of fire, just beating the crap out of QT with a clothesline. Then a springboard clothesline knocks Dustin off the apron, and Dustin on the floor. Hits a sliding basement lariat on QT for 2. Omega comes in, puts him on his shoulders, hits "You Can't Escape" and gets the 2 count out of that. Paige comes back in, chops QT, then runs over and kicks Dustin off the apron. QT comes back with some right hands, but Adam Page comes off the ropes with a big boot. QT comes back again with a hand flip kick off the ropes. Both men are down, and then Kenny Omega and Dustin come off. Dustin gets the advantage with his patented uppercut, atomic drop, and a bulldog combination. He sends Omega into the turnbuckle, hits a power slam right out of that, and a power slam to Adam Page. He goes up top, goes for a dive onto both of them. Then Kenny charges, Dustin sends him outside, and Page goes out as well. Dustin hits a cannonball senton off the apron, and then QT hits a handspring dive to the outside of the QT special. Excuse me. Throws Kenny back in, and then QT hits a diving uppercut off the top. Calls for the Diamond Cutter. Bang! Given to him, Mr. Diamond Dallas Page. Kenny blocks it, hits a Snapdragon suplex, but then Dustin comes in, hits a Canadian Destroyer on Kenny. And then this is going on. QT comes in and hits a Diamond Cutter on Adam Page. All 4 men are down. And then we see Allie come out cheering on her man. QT, Brandy's on the ring, right around ringside as well, cheering them on. QT goes up top, goes for the moonsault and missed it. Adam Page tags in Kenny. Kenny whips him into QT in the corner. Omega comes in after that with a hip attack. And then an assisted German suplex. Goes for the cover. Dustin breaks it up. And then Dustin's sent outside the ring again. And Page tags in Kenny. Page hits a powerbomb. Omega with a hard knee to the back, or the Komagaye, or whatever it's called. Dustin is taken out on the outside. QT kicks out right before 3 at 2.5. And then Kenny backs up, and Hangman Adam Page is on the apron. They hit the buckshot lariat V-trigger combination. 1, 2, 3. They get the victory and retain the tag team titles. So that was that. Pretty good match. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Very good match. They shake hands after the match. So the champs stay the champs, but for how long we will find out. Probably by Fyter Fest, as we will see Kenny and Adam Page face either the best friends or the sexy guys, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. But we'll find out about that later on in the night, and we'll see what happens with that. That's that. All right, then we get a video package for newcomer Anna Jay, the showstopper, or the star of the show. Same thing. She's here for some action against Abaddon. And if you haven't seen Abaddon, holy shit. I mean, she is like the twin of Danny Filth from Cradle of Filth. Just about the same eyes and the same look. You know, but except Danny Filth wears a big fucking ass cape. I don't know if Abaddon can scream like Danny Filth, but you know. Imagine waking up to her in the morning. That's all I got to say about that. This was a quick match. NHA's really scared of Abaddon. And then Abaddon comes in, shoots the legs, beats the crap out of Anna. Anna's able to escape and get to the corner. Has some little offense with some forearm strikes. But Abaddon's like, she no-sells it. And then Abaddon sells it. And it hits a knee. And she chokes Anna on the ropes for the full 5 count. I got 5! And sends her into the center of the ring. Hits the ropes and hits a Hurricane Rana driver into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Abaddon gets the win. And we'll see what happens with her in the next coming weeks. I mean, she could be a formidable opponent for Hikaru Shida. I think, no, it was not her. She could be a good opponent for Hikaru Shida, but I really don't know if she's going to get the belt anytime soon. But We'll see what happens with Abaddon. You know, she's freaky. She's a freaking freak of nature. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm scared. I thought I was scared of Rosemary when she first appeared. But over the years, I've gotten used to Rosemary. You know, Rosemary should be the TNA Knockouts champion, but now it's Jordynne Grace, and she's in a feud with Deonna Purrazzo. And Deonna Purrazzo might be the next TNA Knockouts champion, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. That's that. All right, so I gave that match 2 out of 5 stars. Just a little bit of a squash match. That's that. Afterwards, the Dark Order come out. The entire Dark Order comes out with Mr. Brody Lee. They come out, and then we see Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, the Super Smash Brothers, go down the ringside, and they have a little bit of an envelope, a manila envelope with their logo on it. They give it to Colt Cabana, who sucks dick. Colt takes whatever's out in the envelope. He looks at it. It looks like a contract or an application. I don't know what it looked like. It looked like a freaking contract to me. And he thinks it over. So we're still going on with is Colt Cabana going to turn heel thing? I think he will, and I think he will join the Dark Order. But while this is going on, the rest of the Dark Order take out Anna Jay. So maybe Anna Jay is a new member of the Dark Order. Maybe the first female in the Dark Order. So we don't know. So it's kind of weird, but what happens with that? And I gave the Aftermath 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with Colt Cabana as we get to Fyter Fest. And will he go join or will he not join? I think he will join. And to the dismay of everybody, but I could care less. And that's that. All right, match number 2. We got everybody's favorite wrestler, MJF, who's better than you, and you know it. He's with Wardlow. He takes on, I'm an asshole. I mean, ass man, Billy Gunn, or Billy, because, the WWE had to step in. It's like, oh, you can't use Billy Gunn. So we're going to call you Billy. Stupid fucking shit. Stupid fucking shit. That's all I gotta say about that. Matchup was okay. MJ leaves the ring, checking on his knee. So playing mind games. Slides back in, and they lock up. MJ tries to work the arm, and then fakes a handshake. Billy's like, I'm not having that. He pulls in, gets poked right in the eye by MJF. MJF hits a knee, gets whipped, ducks a right, ducks a kick, hits the ropes, and then a big boot from Billy for a 1 count. He lifts MJF and knocks him on his ass with a right to the face. And MJF wants to quit. Heads up the ramp and down the poop chute to the left, well, the tunnel to the left. Billy falls and the ref hits 5. Billy comes out with MJF on his shoulder, drops MJF in the ring, and then MJF drops Billy, hanging him up, then struts and gloats like he does. Billy no-sells it and enters the ring. MJF backs up into him. Billy with a kick, hits the ropes, goes for the famouser, but MJF chops the leg, sweep the leg down your son. Then hits another to the front leg. MJF then drives his knee into the leg over and over and over again. Working on the leg for a little bit. Drops a boot on the ankle. He stomps the back of the leg, grabs the leg. Billy kicks him, only for MJF to drop the leg hard. He pulls Billy's leg out of the ring, looks to swing it into the ring post, but Billy kicks him away. And then Billy's son makes sure Wardlow doesn't attack, but the ref holds him back, and Wardlow does so anyway. So no DQ right there. Swinging Billy's leg into the post like 4 or 5 times. MJF's back in the ring. He works the leg in the corner. Billy hits some rights to the head. He's able to stand, but MJF locks the leg up and falls back. Ow. MJF talks some smack to Jungle Boy, who was in the crowd, and drops a boot to the leg of Billy. Then he does another leg drop on Billy. He goes for a third one, but Billy moves and MJF falls right on his ass. MJF locks up the leg, but Billy kicks him away. Billy misses a right tilt-a-whirl slam. But he hits a tilt-a-whirl slam. Billy kicks. Billy hits the ropes and misses a Famouser. And then he goes for a splash in the corner and misses. And MJF locks the knee, uses the ropes to hold it up. But Aubrey Edwards kicks the ropes to break the hold. MJF starts yelling at her, telling her she has one job and do your job. Billy grabs the neck. MJF goes for a Famouser. Billy blocks it, hits his own version of the Famouser. And then Wardlow's on the apron to distract the referee. Billy gives a right to Wardlow. Wardlow tosses leaves the ring before he falls off. Billy then drops down, sends Wardlow into the barricade after knocking Billy's son down. Billy goes back in the ring, and a hard right hand cover for the 1, 2, 3. So I think MJF won the match. I'm not sure. I think I have to watch the match. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then afterwards, MJF and Wardlow start talking smack to Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. And that was basically that. Excuse me. So I guess we're going to see MJF and Wardlow against Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, or Marco Stunt. Who knows? Because I think he came out after, not that I care. But it looks like, the feud between MJF and Jungle Boy is continuing on. So, well, MJF is supposed to fight, I think, MJF is supposed to fight Jungle Boy at Fyter Fest, I think. Oh, no, they fought it. I think they fought at Double or Nothing, and I think MJF won the match. I could be wrong. I don't know. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, we got good buddy Sean Whitmore in the chat. Says, hello, mate. Not seen the show yet. Was it bad? No, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It was a pretty good show, like always. We're going to find out the ratings tomorrow. I would assume AEW wins again. Even though, I mean, they won last week, but they got beat by Total Bellas, who had like 690-something thousand views because it was a season finale, I think, with the gender reveal of Nikki and Bree's baby. Nikki's having a boy. I think Bree's having a girl. I think. Not that I care, but they won. They won the Wednesday. They won the ratings on last Wednesday, but now that we get that, and that's it. So the ratings for this week should probably, like I said, go to AEW. Even though NXT was a great show as well, with the women's tag team title match at the end of the show with Bayley and Sasha Banks, though. And taking on Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart. And then we had Io Shirai come out at the end to chase away Sasha and Bayley. So that's pretty nice. Maybe Io's first opponent would be Sasha or Bayley. She's going to beat the crap out of them. Because I don't think she's going to lose that belt anytime soon. That's that. All right. Cool, watch it in a bit. Was FTR on there? I don't think they were. I mean, I have to, I'm still doing a review. I didn't see them, but I heard they were talking about them doing the Bucks match and doing the tag team title match. So I don't think they were on the show. So no, probably not, unless I missed it. But they'll probably be on the show next week. If they weren't on this week, they'll probably be on the show next week. Probably have a match at Fyter Fest. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, so I don't think FTO is on the show. They'll probably be on the show next week. That's that. The fact Tola Bell is one of the ratings shows how bad modern wrestling fans are. Holy crap! Holy shit! Well, to be honest, I actually watched Tola Bellas after NXT. It was because my girlfriend likes the Bellas. I think she likes Brie more than Nikki. But personally, I don't care for the Bella sluts, but it is what it is. You know. Now they're gonna be mothers, and Becky's now gonna be a mom. Charlotte wants to have kids, so I don't know why Andrade is waiting. Get her off my TV. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. By the way, I forgot to apologize for not doing a Raw review. I was gonna do it late Monday night, but I fell asleep. I had the stream all up and ready, but I was really tired. I wasn't feeling well. I was starting to feel nauseous, so I didn't want to do the video throwing up or anything like that. And I wanted to do it last night, but couldn't get around to doing it. I had to do other things, and that's that. So I apologize to my faithful subscribers, and if you hate me, well, I'm sorry. That's that. You have to make sacrifices for the girlfriend. I understand. Yeah, I do. Got to spend some quality time with the missus. Even though I got things to do, I have so much on my plate. It is fucking insane. I don't know how I do it. Now I'm working Monday night, so I'm missing Monday Night Raw. I don't get home till like 12 o'clock. I don't get home till about midnight or a little bit after 12:15, maybe 12:30 the latest on Monday nights now. So I miss Monday Night Raw, and then I have to watch it when I get home. By the time I finish watching, it's about 1:30. I really don't know if I want to even do a stream at like 1:30, close to 2 o'clock in the morning. And thankfully, I have Tuesday off, so if I do it, I can stay up to like 4 o'clock in the morning and still do a fucking stream. But who wants to watch a stream at 4 o'clock in the morning? To be honest with you, unless you live, over the pond in England or in Italy or Portugal or whatever. If you even live in Japan, you're probably watching my video right now. I get people from all over the world watching my videos because they love me, and I love them right back. I like that, but I love them right back. But yeah, I mean, now I have to change my whole setup around. I'm working the evening to closing shift now on Monday nights, which I don't mind, but I like that. I used to have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday all. Went off for a second. Sorry about that. I don't know what's up with the computer, but it is what it is. So yeah, now Wednesdays I usually either work the morning shift or I work the late afternoon to evening shift. So if I work the evening shift, I don't get home till about 10 o'clock ish. I get home right after AEW and NXT end, and then I have to eat dinner and watch AEW, and then get the stream up. And then usually I work Thursday afternoon, so that's why I put my NXT review on Thursdays, because it's better for me to do that. And Fridays I do my SmackDown review. Sometimes I do it Saturday if I don't do it on Friday, and then I do it Saturday when I come home from work. Then I have Sunday off to watch pay-per-views or whatever. So it's gonna change when when baseball, if it ever comes back. Right now, they're so fucking greedy, these fucking baseball players, and the owners want baseball wants they want to do a 70-game season or a 100-game season. And they're deferring the pay from the baseball players. The baseball players fucking hate that. so they can't come to a fucking deal. So I don't think there's gonna be a 2020 baseball season, which personally fucking sucks. Even though it's not gonna be with fans, which fucking sucks even more. I'm thinking there's gonna be no baseball season, and if there is, it might become really short, kind of like '94 when they went on strike, and back then the Montreal Expos were in first place. Then there was no World Series champion in 1994 because they went on strike. But almost all part of '95. The Mets were doing terrible. The Yankees were doing worse, I think. They weren't doing that good. They were starting to become the dynasty back then, well, around '96. You know, but probably get no baseball, maybe no basketball because nobody wants to stay in Orlando. Because now Florida's got the virus times 2. Florida's just getting pounded with new cases because people at the beach not wearing a mask. Thousands of people at the beach, at the restaurants, bars, because everything's open in Florida. Because I think it's in phase 2, but they're gonna go back to phase 1. They're gonna be locked down. I would hate for Florida to be locked down before I go on vacation. And I buy the tickets, and I have to get a refund, and then wait till Florida gets reopens, which I don't know when it'll be with this fucking virus going on down there. So God forbid they close down. And right now, the way it looks, they might have to reclose everything. It just sucks because they open early, unlike New York, unlike New Jersey, unlike Connecticut and Massachusetts, who've seen decreases by the day. That's why New York is about to be in phase 2 this Monday. And if we keep going the way if they keep going the way it goes, they'll get into phase 3, and then hopefully phase 4, which will be everything opening up, like Madison Square Garden, the Barclays Center, Prudential Center in Newark. Not that there are going to be any fans there. I don't think fans are going to be in Madison Square Garden or MetLife Stadium or any stadium, period, probably till next year. So, the way we get in these shows with little to no fans, mostly like if you watch NXT, they got the NXT rookies, and they had some fans there on Monday night. Most of them were friends of the family or something like that. There weren't that many. I mean, not real. I mean, they were real fans, but they were not real fans, like you and me or something like that. But eventually, maybe they'll have fans down in Florida. Depending on if they can get back to normal again. Drop the number of cases. So who knows? Hopefully Florida and Arizona and California can beat this bug again, and get the cases down, to what New York and New Jersey are, and then they can go to phase 3 or phase 4. You don't have to worry about this maybe a third round. But right now they're getting hit hard. And like I said, I'm playing Russian roulette with the idea of going down there and then coming back. I could fucking come back with a fucking virus, and then, I can't quarantine myself because I have to work. So I have to self-quarantine myself, in bed. So both me and the missus have to sleep in separate rooms, which sucks. And then I have to go to work, and God forbid I fucking infect somebody. So, gotta use the hand sanitizer and wash my hands as much as I can. keep the mask on. Just be careful for like the next 2 weeks, and hopefully nothing happens. I don't come back with the fucking virus. I'll probably get. I might get. Me and the missus might get tested, or might get tested while we're down there. Who knows? But it's a game right now, and I'm gonna play the game, and I'm still going, even though a lot of people don't want me to go. My parents don't want me to go. A few friends on Facebook don't want me to go. Because I come back and God forbid, I work in retail. God forbid, I come back and I get infected. I have the symptoms, and I'm working. I can infect my coworkers, my boss, and I'm up shit's creek. God forbid they get infected by me, and then somebody makes a complaint. It's like, oh, one of your coworkers had the virus, and then I get yelled at. It's like, oh, why did you go down to Florida? I say, what do you want me to do? It's either I take the vacation, go to Florida, or don't take the vacation and just stay home, which I could do. It'll just suck because I'm not doing anything. I'll be off for a week, which will be good. That's another option, but I really want to go on vacation. So I'm still debating about everything right now. It's hard. I mean, my girlfriend wants to go down so bad, so I'm worried about that. So it is just insane. This fucking virus pisses me the fuck off. I wish it never happened. Good job, China. Good fucking job. You fucking, I don't want to say the word, but I'm not going to. Good job, China. Just good job. 2020 was starting pretty decent, and then we got hit in March, and then everything went downhill. And some states were going now, like New York and New Jersey, they beat the curve, and now they're getting back to reopening. But who knows if New York and New Jersey will get hit with a second wave? Because all these protests and all these people out on the street, some of them not wearing masks and not doing social distancing, fucking idiots that they are. I know people want to get back to work. It's just gonna be hard. That's that. Fuck that. So I don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for my vacation. I want to go. I really want to go, but back of my mind, the back of my mind says don't go. So I want to go. So I'm gonna fucking go. I don't care. My parents don't like it, and my friends don't like it, and my boss and others don't like it. That's tough. That's all I gotta say about that. I need to go on vacation. I need to get out of this fucking city. The state, I should say. I should get out of state. I know it sucks going to Florida, but and I can't really quarantine myself, like I said. People are gonna be coming back, and when I come back to work, my boss might ask me, says, "Are you gonna self quarantine or gonna get tested?" I'll say, "Yeah, I'm gonna get tested, but I'm not gonna self quarantine. I'm not gonna quarantine myself unless me or the missus test positive, and hopefully we don't." It sucks. That's that. I talked enough about the fucking coronavirus. Fuck the virus. If I watch Raw, it doesn't finish till 4:30. That's 4:00 your time, I guess, right? I guess that's it. Football started over here yesterday. Nice to have it back, but weird with no fans. Yeah. Well, football you call soccer. Manchester United and all that other stuff. Yeah, a lot of freaking noise outside my fucking house. People smashing their fucking windows or something like that. People coming home, my neighbors coming home, or other people going out or whatever. It's fucking 1:00 in the morning, and people are fucking slamming doors because either they came home from work or they came home from somewhere or going somewhere. Who knows? But fuck them anyway. That's all I gotta say about that. And yeah, I was gonna put the link to the chat on Twitter, but some reason I can't do that because my computer's running really slow, and that's it. So that's it. All right, enough about that bullshit. Let's get back to AEW, and like I said, we had Billy and MJF, and I think MJF got the win. With a hard right hand. I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and then afterwards, MJF and Wardlow start talking smack to Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, and that was that. All right, then we go backstage with Chris Jericho, Les Champions. He says he juiced Orange Cassidy and busted him wide open last week with the bat, and then hit him over the head with a bunch of oranges. He juiced him because everyone loves him. He's so cool. He doesn't care about anything, but he had the audacity to interrupt the Inner Circle twice. And then Sammy Guevara says nothing was funny about it. They beat the Pope out of him, no pun intended. And they will do the same thing to the Best Friends and be the new #1 contenders to the tag team titles. They are brothers, says Jericho, blood brothers, like the blood streaming out of the head of Orange Cassidy. He says blood is thicker than water, in this case, orange juice. Yeah, so that's it. So the ever-going Inner Circle Best Friends feud continues on, and we'll see what happens with that in the main event for later on in the night. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we get Tony Schiavone, or Tony Baloney, Tony Schiavone. He's with his bestie Britt Baker. She's all smiles because she sees Mr. Schiavone. Hi, Tony. Can I suck your cock? You know, with Adam Cole, baby. Anyway, Tony announces that Penelope Ford will get a title shot against Hikaru Shida for the women's title at Fyter Fest. Britt doesn't seem to like it and says, "Why did she get leapfrog over everybody when I'm the role model? I'm the a face of the division." Blah blah blah. Britt says her leg is broken and Tony is in a lot of shit. And TNT is going to be mad because they just lost an interview. She says her and Tony are on a friendship timeout. And then she tells Rebel that to get her out of there. But instead of Rebel, we got Big Swole. And, Big Swole and Britt Baker have been feuding over the last couple weeks. Big Swole she's in the golf cart or whatever that they were in. She pulls an Undertaker, goes, "Where to, Doctor?" Undertaker said it really bad. "Where to, Teddy?" I mean, Stephanie. Or, as he said to Teddy Long, "Buckle up, Teddy." And then Teddy Long almost had a heart attack as the limousine started filling up with purple smoke, and then somehow he got out. But he went one-on-one with the Undertaker. And that's pretty much it. So she hijacks the golf cart, and they leave the ringside area and go to the parking lot. So we'll see what happens with that, where Big Swole took Britt Baker. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, then we see Cody, the TNT champion, does a promo with Arn Anderson. He says that the air is getting a bit thin and that's getting a bit lonely at the top. He has no Dustin, no Matt, no Nick, no Kenny, no Hangman. He wonders if he's even in the Elite anymore. He hopes so. He says, "Is the Nightmare Family even family?" So kind of makes you wonder what's going on with Cody. He's kind of on the outside looking in. He says he wants to hand it off to his head coach, Arn Anderson. Arn says, "Here's the thing. With age comes maturity, and with maturity comes wisdom." He says he knows Cody believes he can beat Jake Hager, and Arn knows he can beat Hager, but timing is everything. And right now, the timing is not right. So get that. Then we see Jake Hager walking backstage. Arn says, "Let's move on and past it." Tonight, he's got a very talented opponent, a guy that Cody can take it to and hone his skills. And then we go to a video package for his opponent, Ricky Starks. Yes, the TV champion of NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. So the NWA, gets some fucking love tonight. I love Ricky Starks, a pretty good talent. Like I said, if you've seen his stuff on NWA Power on Tuesday nights, what was on Tuesday night, and George is not doing so well with the virus in round 2, because the southern states are getting really hit hard, and California and Nevada and Texas, just a fucking mess. So we get a video package of Ricky Starks, so that should be a great match coming up. Actually, it comes up next. So so we're gonna see Ricky Starks and against Cody Rhodes, and it should be a phenomenal, not AJ Styles phenomenal, but phenomenal match, and we'll see what happens with that. So we get to the match, and this was great. This was freaking epic. I like how Cody. I like the Cody matches. Have been very good. I mean, the first match with Jungle Boy was great. Then last week against Marquis, a Private Party, pretty good match. And this match was pretty damn good. They start off trying to outdo each other. Cody tries for the leg. Ricky tries for the leg as well. Cody with a go behind, a hammerlock to Ricky. Ricky goes under and tries for one of his own. Cody goes for the legs. He can't get him. Then some rope work. Cody hits a shoulder tackle. Rick kips up. Cody claps, then kicks, drops, and hits a right hand. That patented Dusty Rhodes, baby. Uppercut. Only for Ricky to slap the crap out of him. Cody sets him in the corner. Starts beating him up, but Ricky comes back with a right hand of his own. They go back and forth. Ricky gets the upper hand. Hits the ropes, eats a drop kick from Cody. Cody sends Ricky to the outside. Hits a suicide dive. A suicide plancha, whatever you want to call it. He sends Ricky back in the ring. Ricky is on one knee. Cody grabs the leg. Ricky attacks the back. Goes to the ropes. Ricky reverses it. Cody kicks him right in the face. He hits the ropes. Ricky sends Cody into the ropes. Rib first. Ow. Ricky leaves the ring, goes to Cody, and hits a few right hands. And then hits a big leg drop. Not the Hulk Hogan brother leg drop, but a leg drop. Comes him for a 1 count. Ricky drives the knee to the back of Cody on the ropes, then tries to go on Arn Anderson. He hits the ropes, but Arn drops Cody off the ropes to save him. Cody with a kick, and then a right hand to the face, elbow drop from Ricky. He bounces off the ropes with a tornado DDT for a close near fall. He drops an elbow to the back of the head, and then a right hand. Cody punches him square in the head. Boink! And then a chop from Ricky. Cody with a chop. And then they go back and forth. Chin lock from behind. Cody breaks the grip, so Ricky drops an elbow to the top of the head. And Ricky whips to the corner, rushes the corner, but Cody bounces off, and they bounce off one another. Ricky grabs the leg, spins, locks the head, goes for a tornado, DDT, loses the grip. Cody gets a kick for a near fall. Then he moves his weight belt, starts to get pissed. Looks for crossroads. Ricky kicks out of it, shoves Cody. Cody grabs the head and hits a front suplex for a near fall. Then he grabs the leg, drags Ricky to the corner. Cody to the top rope. Ricky grabs the leg, hits some right hands as Cody was turning around. Ricky heads up top. Cody grabs the trunk. Cody to the very, very top. And then a superplex by Ricky Starks. And they both run down. Then they get up. Ricky runs and hits a crossbody, sending both he and Cody to the outside. Cody gets in the ring at 6. Ricky is close behind him at 8. And then they go back and forth with right hands. And then until Cody hits a knee, hits the ropes, goes for the disaster kick, but Ricky hits the ropes and hits a spear for a very near fall. Ricky then grabs the head, he underhooks He tries to lift, but Cody with a surprise pin for a near fall. Then they go back and forth with pins. Ricky goes for a pin. Cody gets one. Ricky gets one. And Cody escapes, grabs the head, knocks in Crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes continues on as the TNT World TNT champion. And a pretty damn good match. I gave 4 or 5 stars. And we'll see what Cody goes next week as he gears up for his big match against Jake Hager for the TNT title at Fight Fest. I think he will win that. So I really don't think they're going to give it to Jake Hager, but I think Jake Hager's more fit out for the world title. But, it is what it is. But we shall see what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. All right, then we get to match number 5, the Superbad Squad of Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian with the lovely Penelope Ford at ringside. They take it on the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. And it's time for a Super Kick Party! So we get that. So, pretty good match. Starts off with Jimmy attacking Matt from behind, shoots straight for the damaged ribs of Matt Jackson, who still has those damaged ribs from Double or Nothing. Jimmy says he whips Matt. Nick tags in, whip from Matt, tag from Sabian. Nick hits a leg drop, and then a kick to Kip Sabian. Young Bucks then whip, then chop, then whip, and hit some back elbows and a splash fist drop into the face. And then Sabian and Havoc go to the outside. The Bucks then fly out over them with some planches. Sabian slides back in the ring when Nick is waiting. Sabian tries to attack, but Nick saw it coming, hits a right hand. Boots out of the corner, but Nick swings him onto the ropes, hits a neck breaker. He tags in Matt, sends Kip off the apron, and hits a flipping neck breaker to Jimmy Havoc. And then the Butcher and the Blade hop over the barricade onto the apron to cause a distraction. Havoc from behind hits Matt across the back with some was a hard something. I think it was a chair or something, I think a phone or something. I forgot what it was. Rick Knox was distracted doing all this. He tags in Kip, who kicks Matt in the corner. Tag to Jimmy. They're working over Matt for a while. To get a near fall off a kick to the shoulder. Havoc uses a bandage wrapped around Matt to choke him out. And Jimmy's going nuts. Tags in Kip Sabian. Hits some shoulders in the corner. Like about 6 of them. Starts talking to Rick Knox as Havoc pulls on the bandage again. Hits a right hand to the head. Kip with a cover for a near fall. And he works the arm from behind. And then he starts drawing with Rick Knox again. Only for Jimmy Havoc to come in and break the finger of Matt Jackson. Mr. Pete Dunne and that guy named Marty. You know who. They cover from Kip for a near fall. Kip grabs the head next to Jimmy, hits a snapmare, and sends Matt back into the corner. Tags back in Kip, who stomps on the corner. Tag back into Jimmy, so textbook 101. Textbook tag team wrestling 101. Back and forth tags, which was great. Sends Matt to the outside on the ramp. The Butcher Blade head over to Matt, but out come FTR. So FTR was on the show, so I missed it. Out come Cash Wheeler and Dax Hartwood, or the Revival. I'm not calling them FTR. Sorry, it's the Revival. They back Butcher and Blade. They make Butcher and Blade back up. Kip tags in. He kicks, hits a snapmare, kick between the shoulder blades. Jimmy sets up, saving with a punt, and it was wide left. And tags in Jimmy, hits an uppercut, tag back into Kip, who comes in with a swinging drop kick. They go back and forth on Matt. They catapult Matt right into an eye poke for a near fall. And it's just start beating the crap out of Matt. Matt comes back with a 1925 sleeper. Kip then hits the ribs. And then Swing goes in, knocks the head with his leg, but Matt holds on. Then he flies off the top rope with a power bomb. Gets the hot tag to Nick, who comes in like a house of fire. Here's the Bulldog clothesline combo. Jimmy's on an apron, springboard into an X Factor from Nick. He walks the ropes, hits a splash on the outside, and then while he gets back in the ring, locks in the sharpshooter on the Kip. They're in the middle of the ring. Sabian reaches for the ropes. Matt hits an elbow drop to the back, and looks like Sabian's about to tap, but Jimmy Havoc entered the ring with a giant mallet. And then in comes Penelope Ford. She has a wet floor sign that must have been used earlier. I don't know. I missed that. Smacks Nick in the back with it. Kip's taxing Jimmy, who hits a fisherman's DDT for a very near fall as Matt comes in to stop the pin. Sabian comes in. Jimmy locks up from behind. Kip flies off, hits a DDT for a near fall. Goes to the top rope, dives off the top rope, misses a stump, but eats a super kick. Matt comes in, and Jimmy Havoc comes in, and then Matt hits a Northern Light suplex, and then another one. Then a catapult into a kick from Nick. Nick springboards into a stomp, flies over the top and kicks Kip. He springboards in again, and we get Risky Business for a near fall. And then he set up Jimmy on the shoulders, and then the Revival and Butcher and Blade outside the ring, and they cause a distraction, which led to Havoc with a roll-up for a near fall. Then Jimmy hits a butterfly suplex, tags in Kip and flies off with a stomp to the ribs for a near fall, as the pin is broken up by Nick. Jimmy lifts Matt, but he sends Jimmy into Kip. Matt locks up both of them and hits a suplex to both of them. Tags in Nick, and they have a super kick party! They lock up Jimmy, set him up with Kip. Kip holds on, and Kick sends Kip into power driving Jimmy Havoc. Then he hit the double knees to either side of the head, cover for the 1, 2, 3. So the Bucks get the win, and much needed win as they're still in the tag team title picture. Match was pretty good, typical Young Bucks match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it for that. And that's that. As we're over an hour now, so we're gonna be ending this pretty soon. That's pretty much that I gotta say about that. Almost done. All right, after that we get Taz, who wants to talk about last week when they were just watching Dynamite in their trailer, when Taz hears from no one sees this crazy ass Banshee Jon Moxley, takes a little bit of umbrage to it. Says Moxley wants to call himself a miserable SOB, but that gimmick was taken years ago by Taz. Brian Cage says he wishes Fyter Fest was right now. He's in a bad mood and he wants to destroy Jon. He's not sure what he wants to do, get the title or murder Jon Moxley. Damn. So Cage is pissed, and he's on a warpath to Jon Moxley, and we'll see what happens next week on the show with Moxley and Cage and Taz. But we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. All right, then Tony Schiavone and JR, they wonder where Britt Baker is, and then we get Rebel following her on her iPhone app. Then we find Britt in the dumpster, and she says, "I've been here for 5 hours," and which felt like Rebel's like, "It's only been an hour." Britt fires her, then rehires her, and apparently Rebel said she had to go to the bathroom, and Britt's like, "You're my assistant. You can't go anywhere. You're here 365 days a year, 7 days a week, so you can't go anywhere." Wow. I mean, she can't even go take a shower. She can't even go eat and take a crap or something. That's mean. Britt wonders why there is a camera and lighting. Rebel says she needed to show them being rescued. Britt says that since the camera's here, she has a message for Big Swole. She says she will pay for this, and she will pay fines, and she will rue the day that she messed with her, baby. Then she yells for help, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And yeah, so we're gonna see Big Swole against Britt Baker, probably after Britt gets better. I don't know when she's coming back in a couple months. They might have it at all, but we'll see what's back. We'll move on. All right, then we get to the main event. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, the sexy guys, taking on the best friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta. Not a bad match. Starts with the best friends going berserk on Jericho and Sammy before the bell attacked him on the outside. Trent attacks Sammy while Chuck drives a water bottle into the face of Jericho. Trent hits a really sick spear on the outside of Sammy. Sends Sammy into the ring where Trent is waiting. Trent hits a neck breaker for a near fall. It was after the bell, so that's it. Jericho gets tagged in, gets kicked off Jericho in the chest a bunch of times, sends Jericho in the ropes. Chuck runs into a back elbow, and then a missile dropkick from Jericho for a near fall. Tags in Sammy, comes in, and just goes berserk, bounces off the ropes, hits a dropkick, kips up, and he kips up pretty well. And his singing is horrible, but he's a good wrestler. He just sings really horribly. And he was singing, and they went to commercial, which sucked. You know, it is what it is. Sammy comes with a cravat kick from behind, taxing Jericho, and they're working over Chucky T for a while. Jericho goes for a lion salt. Chuck moved. Jericho favors his knee. Oh, that's not good. Tags in Sammy, and gets a hot tag. Comes in like a fire with a back elbow and a chop to Sammy, another chop. Sends him to Rose and sends Sammy down hard. Elbow to Jericho, sending him off the apron. Sammy tries for a splash, but Trent moved and chops Sammy. Sammy with a bicycle kick off the coming off the run. Goes for the ropes, but Trent holds the trunks, reels him in, and hits a German suplex. Then he hits a dropkick to Jericho through the ropes. And then he sends himself off the ropes on the Jericho, but Jericho has his bat, drives it into right into Trent, which obviously was not seen by the referee. So as we go to commercial, we come back. We'll go to picture-in-picture, and then we come back. Jericho's standing in the ring, looking pretty good. Trent is chopping away at him in the corner, but Jericho whips his ass up into the opposite corner, hits a hard clothesline. Then he gets booed. He goes like, "Yeah, baby!" And I get a 2 count. Grabs the head and hits some knees to Trent. He hooks the head and drops Trent on the ropes. Covers for a near fall. Tags in Sammy, and they double team Trent. Then they pose for the crowd. I'm like, "Yeah, baby!" Sorry, stupid fly in the room. Sammy kicks away at Trent in the corner. Trent stands in the corner. Sammy continues to gloat. Rushes in, eats a double stomp. Get a hot tag to Chuck. Comes in. The clothesline sends Jericho off the apron. Hops over Sammy. Grabs him and hits a finale for a near fall. And then Chuck goes to the rope. Flies and goes to the moonsault. Lands on his feet. He pushes up and we get a power bomb. Goes to the cover. Jericho goes in to stop the pin. Chuck sends him to the outside, grabs the hair, hits a jawbreaker from Sammy. Trent tags in, kick from Chuck. Trent sets up Soul Food into a single underhook suplex, and looks like they're about to win, but they're about to hug. And Jericho says, "No hug for you," and then double team him. Chuck hits a knee strike from Trent. Chuck to the apron, kick from Trent. Rolls up for a 10-0 DDT, but Jericho counters into Sammy flying over the top rope to the outside on the Chuck, which is fucking great. Then Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho on Trent. Trent calls towards the ropes, and he gets the ropes. Jericho thinks he's won. He's like, "I won." Yells at the ref, tells him he sucks. Well, referee does suck. Then the referee's like, "You suck, Jericho." That was kind of funny. Then Trent hits a clothesline. Jericho attacks the Sammy with a kick to the Trent goes to the top rope with Sammy. Sammy hits a headbutt. Chuck is in. He gets Trent on his shoulders. Trent holds onto Sammy and then hits a superplex. Then a clothesline for a near fall. as Jericho's there to stop it. He rakes the eyes of Trent. Sammy rolls him up with the trunks for a near fall. And Chuck goes, Jericho sends him into the barricade, then the apron, and then back into the barricade. And then he grabs a chair, but the referee stops him. Jericho kicks Chuck and sends him flying over the barricade. While in the ring, Sammy hits Trent with a bat in the gut and hits a shooting star press and goes to the pin. Doesn't get it as he kicks out of 2. Sammy grabs Trent, goes for the torture rack. Trent drops down. Sammy hits the ropes, and we see the cameraman clip the leg. I wonder who that could be. Sammy's distracted, and then Trent hits his finisher for the win. 1, 2, 3. So the best friends win. They keep the at Fyter Fest, and match was pretty good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And then we see after the match, we see the cameraman hop on the ramp and takes off his hat, his mask, and his shirt, and it's Orange Cassidy. He starts attacking Jericho, starts beating him up over and over and over again. Then he hits a Superman punch, a la Mr. Roman Reigns. Jericho goes to the outside, and Orange Cassidy is pissed. Then afterwards, the best friends get in the ring, and they have a big hug. And that ends the show. So, yeah, so they're going to go with Jericho, and I assume Jericho and Orange Cassidy at Fyter Fest. I think Orange Cassidy might beat Jericho. I think Jericho put him over, but who knows? Because I don't know what's happening with Jericho and Tyson. I think they're going to do that at All Out. But we'll see what happens. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, that's it for my video. Thank you all for watching. AEW was great, as always. Best show on Wednesday night. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. So, that's it. I'm going to go to bed because I got to get up early in the morning. In a few hours, I got to get up. So, probably around 10 o'clock, and then I got to leave at 11 to get into work by 12. I have a short day, and then I'll be back tomorrow on this channel with my NXT review. So come back tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, maybe late night. I don't know. Whenever I can get on the stream, and we'll see what happens with that. So 7.5 out of 10 stars for AEW was a pretty good show, and we'll see what happens next week as we get the go home show before Fyter Fest, and we'll probably get the card for night 1 and night 2. And see what's going to happen with Moxley and Brian Cage. We'll see what happens with the tag team title situation with the best friends and Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega. We'll see what happens with Jericho and Orange Cassidy. See what happens with the women's division with Big Swole and Britt Baker. And see what happens with Akira Shida and Penelope Ford. And probably much more to come. And we'll see who Cody fights next week for the TNT title, as it will be right before Cody faces Jake Hager at Fyter Fest for the TNT title. So we'll see what happens with that. But overall, great match. Great show. Like I said again, 7.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video reply down below. And thanks to Sean Whitmore for coming in the chat and talk to me for a little bit. Good review, mate. Catch you next time. Thank you for coming into the chat. Thank you for watching. And hopefully tomorrow we get more people, but we'll see. I mean, I don't care how many people I get. I'd love to get like what I got for my Money in the Bank review. Got about 330 people watching at one point. And it was great, but probably never hit that again. But you never know. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my NXT review. But for now, I'm out. Peace, bitches. Are you eating something? Oops.